Today, I would like to talk to you about personal development. I would like to give you my understanding of what that actually means, how you actually get started, and should you actually be doing it. And lastly, which I'll start on today, why I found an interest in it in the first place. Being perfectly honest with you, it was because I didn't like who I was as a person. I don't mean physically how I was being to other people, it was actually mentally. How you viewed the world, how you viewed so many situations in your life, and you just found that you were fed up of actually feeling like that. One of the biggest changes in my life from it was actually realizing and knowing that this could change. Your personality was just what you had done growing up over your life, and it is literally just became a list of programs, actions, thoughts and feelings that you have just built up through your entire time. Looking into personal development, that opened my eyes to the fact that you can actually change if you want to. Should you actually be doing it? The short answer is no, depending on who you are as an individual and where you actually want to go. If you are a successful individual, if you're where you want to be, you may just find that you already have what other people have had to work on to get to. So again, it's not saying that you can't get better. Every single person can be better. There's always going to be someone that's smarter than you, that is faster, stronger than you, but that's fine, because again, it is all that is important is that you are better than what you were yesterday. What does personal development actually look like? It begins with you deciding what it is that you want to change in your life, and then working out how you're going to change it, and then actioning that every single day. My first introduction to this was actually back in 2008. I decided that I wanted to join the British military, and therefore I had to improve my fitness. I started running 2008 into 2009. I started off with short little walks into runs, and eventually that run became 5k, 10k, and then it just built it up over time. The key point of here was you actually starting and then just doing bits and pieces every single day until eventually it turns into your just normal routine. That was my introduction physically. Mentally came a lot later in life after I left that, started a family, started running my own business, and then viewing the day-to-day troubles of just what has become the day that we, and what has just become the day and age of what we live in. Touching back on what I mentioned earlier on in the video was when I mentioned about how I just wasn't happy with myself anymore. It's just simple things you say day to day all the time, like how people view life. Like there's a lot of negativity based on how the world is, jobs, just personal life, family life. Like everybody seems to just have this really tainted vision of life, but then when you actually break it all back and layer it down and actually introduce gratitude into your life, you realize that life is fucking amazing. It really is. You can change your life straight away by just switching your perception, where nothing else actually has to change. It's just how you view the current situation that you have. I'll give you a few examples here. If you are not happy with your job, you can go and get another job if you want to, or you could have a look at what you're not happy with your job. You could view it in a manner like, well, at least I'm actually getting paid. I could be in a situation where I don't have a job and then I don't have any money and then I've got all these bills to pay. You could be in a situation where you're maybe not happy with how you look and how you perform, yet you have got direct control over that, where if you feel that you need to lose a little bit of weight, you can easily change your diet like that. And there's so much free information out there. If you want to get stronger and build muscle, again, there's hundreds and thousands of free bits of advice out there where it's been said many a time, it's not about knowledge, it's about action. We have the ability to do anything we want and how to do it literally on the device or whatever it is that you're using to watch this video. But the truth is, the majority of people don't. And a good way, I think, to end this is coming back to the bits and pieces of, say, gratitude. Even just reminding yourself each day what you have versus what you do not. Anyone that is not happy or content with enough, as in enough is never enough. We'll never be happy with enough because enough is not good enough. And that is a lot of enoughs in one sentence. My life transformed when I changed internally, and then everything externally absolutely blew up. If you are struggling with any of what I've mentioned, I would like to help anybody out there start working on this change. Without trying to jump straight away into being the actual coach when I'm already potentially still bits and pieces of the student, this is something that me personally has been ongoing for the last, say, 17 years. Working as a personal trainer for the last 12 to 13 years, I've had the experience of learning about all these other different people's lives, and then how to adapt and develop different personalities with different circumstances. For me, I would like to pass on, again, if I've managed to go from this to that, back to several comments that I've said in my video, I would love to be able to help more people see that this is actually possible, and just beginning to believe, or just believing that this is even possible, is the start of your journey. If you would like any help with this, please feel free to drop me a comment or a direct message on any of my socials or anywhere on YouTube. If you got this far into the video, I thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I love to share experiences that just make everybody's life better, because again, life is absolutely tremendous. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Have a think about subscribing for more videos that are like this one, introduces to training and diet. Feel free to pass it on to others that you feel are struggling. One of the reasons why coaching actually works is straight away somebody takes control of your actual life and adapts it, and actually shows you that you are more than capable of what you currently have. Your standard is just set at a specific level because you've never experienced maybe anything that's up here. Having somebody else that believes that it can happen and has already done it is maybe all you need to completely change your life. Thank you so much again for stopping by, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.